that was stupid. Okay. Excellent. Button click fail. All right. Okay, so you've spent 10 days gathering the horde, 5 days getting situated and planning an overlook, plus having the discussion with Lord Dverak, and meeting the Prince-in-Exile for the first time, as well as some friends of old of Barnabus's. You spend the next 15 days training to level. Lord Dverak has signed documents that release the claim on a clan anvil stake.
Mm-hmm.
You are now all 14th level.
Yay!
Thus now begins the approximately 60 days of selling the stuff that you have found so that you can have money to do crafting as well as to buy the magics and things that you want. There are a number of scenes during the selling that we're going to start going through now. In that first week, you're in the middle of autumn. Apparently, Thogrim is retraining to swap feats and creating simulacra. Can you describe what your plan is there?
Right on. So, creating a couple more extra simulacra will actually, with their level being 7, half my level,
Yep.
They'll have enough feats to be able to craft for us. So
yes, 7th level wizards will have feats.
So we're going to use them to help with the crafting and also to aid me when I'm crafting some of the difficult things that the group needs.
Okay. You can easily cast the spell. Did you spend all the money required to craft those simulacra?
Yeah. Now, question. If I use a mythic point to create them,
the cast level goes up by 2, yeah?
Would they be 8th level?
Yes. Give me a second.
If it says caster level, or is it half your character level?
Let's check.
Half the creature's levels.
So
or HD. So if you were like a 20th level fighter dude, you like with some wizard, you could.
It would just be wizard.
Well, no, you'd also get your fighter levels.
Oh, half your level.
Hey.
Not your caster level. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. So no, you're casting the spell at a higher level, so I guess it could be it's harder to dispel. So that would be the advantage of doing it that way.
It's faster. No, the advantage is I don't have to wait.
You still have to spend the money, and they're still only 7th level.
Yeah. So there's 3 of them that are being created. So there's 7-1. Now I've decided that some Thogrims are going to be crafting all the time, and some Thogrims are going to be fighting more of the time. So there's 7-1R.
Okay.
And then I created 2 for helping me crafting, which is 7-1 blue, 7-2 blue. 7 is your level. Next number is the number that you were created. So now there's 4. The original, 7-1 red, 7-1 blue, and 7-2 blue. So I'm going to create another sheet for them because they're 7th level.
6-1, just no color.
He's the original. He doesn't.
He's the prototype.
I'm going to use some of the money that's coming in from Dverak to repair him, but we haven't gotten that yet. And then Thogrim's going to. We also figured out that it's easier to just retrain a feat and craft using that feat than it is to craft without it.
So to explain that a little bit better, the Thogrim, instead of spending his time crafting, instead of spending his time selling, he's actually doing a multiple seasons worth of crafting for the party, plus has a small army of simulacra helping him craft to get after all of the magic items, including weapons, armor, and wondrous items that the party wants.
Because he's pretty awesome like that.
Yeah, this is the advantages of having a crafter in the party who knows how to do his job well.
Very well.
All right, now what is Thogrim's disguise check?
That's a shitty part. It's like statues. His disguise check. Very bad. I think, was I using craft sculpture for that or not? I don't know.
I mean, I'll give you some. If you have more than 5 ranks in craft sculpture, I'll give you a synergy bonus.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, my craft sculpture is maxed.
Okay. So, what is your disguise roll?
Oh, I don't have disguises.
So, what is your charisma
My int,
check?
my charisma check. Oh,
-2. Let's see.
0.
0. Okay, so you've got a +2 and a d6. So roll for each of them. You need to keep track of how good of a facsimile of you they are.
So
And
7
this is
1
the
red.
DC of the perception check to see through. That's not actually Thogrim. So yeah.
So that guy is 17.
Yeah, just watch this. He's going to say he did it bad on purpose. He's trying his fucking hardest.
Yep.
Blue one is.
No, you can add a d6 because you're doing this with mythic points during downtime.
You can surge.
19.
19,
21.
21. That's not bad for that.
Oh shit. 8. 12. 19, 18, and 12.
Okay, so wherever you're keeping track of your simulacra, just note down the disguise check result of those numbers. And yeah, it's like he gets some of the features wrong, or one of them, his limbs are too long. The other one's beard is not quite right, like not placed right on his face. There are some easily spotted, for at least his friends, irregularities to his simulacra, which, as Brennos had put, allows you to determine who's real and who's not. Of course, you could observe their behavior, them slavishly following Thogrim's commands, absolutely. Also might be a tell that they're not quite real. Sunny knows that you need to be careful with your dispels around this small horde of mini Thogrims.
So the duration isn't permanent. The duration is instantaneous.
Yep.
So can you dispel instantaneous effects? I don't think so. I think you have to counterspell.
I don't think you can dispel these guys.
Oh yeah, you might be right, because they're kind of constructed via the spell, and it takes normally 12 hours, but Thogrim's like hammering them out quickly with his mythic.
So I don't think they get dispelled, but I think like anti-magic zones would be disappointing for them.
Yep. They are eager to follow Thogrim's command, and they don't seem to have the same depression that Thogrim 6-1 has.
They'll get over that soon enough.
All right. So in that week,
or their sheltered life will make it so they don't know anything different. So they'll be like,
Yep.
So why is 6-1 depressed? Because Thogrim died and he tasted freedom, and then Thogrim came back to life. It's like, oh.
All right, so Brennos, Eamon, Amadeus, Cog, and Agony are all in the market selling. Thogrim has swapped out some feats to start the creation train and created some simulacra to help him. They're taking up residence here in the Half-Axe Inn. I've got a note here that Sunny, Barnabus, and Widget are shopping for scrolls. I think there was a request from Thogrim to Sunny, Barnabus, and Widget to go find a teleport trap scroll.
Yep.
Barnabus has some scrolls he's got to find.
And then Barnabas has a bunch of scrolls because he has a very particular item he wants Thogrim to create that has some odd requirements, and finding those scrolls are...
Widget's just looking for a good old-fashioned plane shift.
And Widget's looking for plane shift.
An arcane plane shift.
Okay. So this is the first week. You did some selling in Overlook, and Barnabas, you actually...
I might want to mute.
Right. How bad?
Does Barnabas mention one night about his aspirations around property?
Yes, Barnabus is remembers the small town of Brindol and thinking this is about the right size for a town. It's not. It's busy enough that you could get some decent commerce going, but not so busy it smells like shit all the time. Yeah, I think I'd like to live here.
There was also a small annex of the Imperial College of Arcana that was in Brindol.
Yes.
And which means that there is sort of a small magical culture.
Yeah, and there's still magic there. Like there's a magic shop, there's a school, and
okay. Polly made a weird squawk during this, and then you thought nothing of it until something else later happens, and then you realize that Polly was up to something.
okay.
Yeah. So you guys spend some time in Overlook, and you decide to feed two birds with one scone, as they say, which is the politically correct way of saying killing two birds with one stone, if you want. Yeah, anyways. Say that at work and you'll get, yeah, I like that. All right.
I work with a bunch of people who go moose hunting, so...
Yeah.
So do I.
100 ways to pet a cat and two birds with one scone. You can't go wrong with these. There we go. Late that night, you decide the next morning that some of you were going to go to Brindol to recheck it out, what Barnabus was saying, and see if any of the scrolls would be available on the Brindol market before going to the busier places in Overlook.
Sounds good.
So I think it's the three scroll guys, unless anyone wants scrolls to go on that short trip. Thogrim, Cog, do you need anything?
Ahmed? We're going there
Ahmed?
to get
Sorry,
something
I was
for
still
Thogrim.
muted. I was still muted. Other than what I've already asked for, no, nothing extra.
Okay, who are you bringing to Brindol? Rule 3s.
Grab Cog. Hogrim's busy.
Cog's going to carry some of your treasure and guard the three eggheads as they go.
That makes sense to me.
Yes. All right.
Tough guys, a couple tough guys between Eamon and.
On the evening before you go to Brindol, you notice that Polly wasn't like in the room with you as you were reading up late, Barnabas.
Mm-hmm.
And from the empathic bond, you know Polly was being devious, but with a strange sense of hopeful.
Okay. Like not trying to screw me over? Because you'll have to forgive me, but a gift from a devil is kind of
Okay, you want to mark or just keep track of, well, actually you don't know. Polly eventually comes flying into the room. This is as you're about ready to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that in Polly's clutches is like a news sheet.
What have you got there? Drop it here on the bed.
Properties for sale.
Oh, properties, yeah. Yeah, properties where? And Barnabas will have a look at it.
Oh, yeah, you actually see it's a news leaf from Brindol. And you do see that there are 4 properties for sale in Brindol, and that Polly's already scratched out some of the details on 3 of them and kind of circled with his beak the 4th one.
What is this?
Properties.
Yeah, okay. Is there anyone else around?
No.
Okay. Make sure his door's closed.
Yep.
Turn into fucking Snark. Right?
Yes.
What is this?
It's a bargain.
What kind of bargain?
You should go check it out. It looks nice.
All right.
It's
Why
sa-
did you?
It's
Says
saying that there is a business for sale. The name of the business is called Bound to Please, and it's a bookshop.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Well, seems
It-
my familiar
it-
knows me well.
There's a contact name and an address in Brindol to talk to the person who's trying to sell it. It's a recent posting.
Okay.
Like, the news leaf is only 10 days old.
Okay.
And Snark is giggling.
Previous owner had an accident.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Albeit for me not to take advantage of the unfortunate demise of
No,
others.
take advantage. Take advantage.
I'll take advantage, all right.
Yes. Previous
check it.
owner fell out of favor.
Just out of curiosity, did you have anything to do with that?
Oh no, I did not have anything to do with it. But when I asked which property would be most favorable for Barnabus to buy, I found out the fourth one.
And who did you ask which property would be most?
Well, Adramalik, of course.
Of course, of course.
You realize the little bugger cast a commune to try to help you with your problem.
That's fine. That's okay for now, I guess. Problems, though.
Out of favor, I had to ask what happened to previous owner. Accident. What happened? Why? Fell out of favor.
I didn't do it, so I won't feel bad. Yeah. All right. We'll have a look. We're going in the next couple of days.
Did I do good?
Yes, you did good.
Will there be reward?
Yes. You get to turn into a parrot and land on my ass.
I saw the treasure piles. There might be things for me in there.
Oh, there's some things for you. Don't worry.
Yes! Yes!
Flips around the room happily.
This going to the prime material for a great adventure is very fun, very lucrative. Hell is so stingy.
Yeah, I've heard.
Must be much better for you. You're not tied to a hospital bed.
Yeah, I suppose all things considered, it could have gone worse.
Much worse, much worse. Don't worry, I don't think they'll recall your soul for a very long time.
I hope not.
Hoping does not matter.
Yeah. They pretty much like to crush that out of you, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You should do deeds for them. Maybe they make the time before they recall your soul longer.
Well, maybe they can pay me for those deeds.
Yeah, pay for time. Pay with time. Time is money. Yeah.
Oh. So, let's have a look at... right. You, it's quiet time, because I'm going to bed. The sun's almost up.
Okay.
Quiet.
Nudges closer to you, absorbs into your skin, and it just turns into a tattoo. And
Yeah. And Barnabus goes to bed.
you can feel the imp is pleased with himself.
Okay.
Yep. It's not a bad feeling. It's like,
This is
you're
the
not
thing.
too sure about the communes without asking first. But
Yep. That's gonna have to change.
I don't know how much discipline Barnabas wants with his followers.
Oh, Barnabas is. I updated the leadership scores, and you will notice he is both now aloof, because let's face it, he has not been around, and I've added cruelty to it, because he's not nice to anybody.
Okay. So shopping for scrolls. So you basically, the group of you goes to Brindol the next day.
Yep, I'm trying to find the Red Magic and Sundries Magic shop is.
Basically, between Brindol, because you have teleport, you can use Brindol plus Overlook plus all the other places you are as your as ways to look for spells. So I'm just going to briefly move you to the Brindol map.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards wanting to do wizardly things. You teleport into a place that you know, probably outside of the Great Hall of Valor, where all the items were stolen.
Right. Yes.
By the goblinoids, by the agents of the Red Hand of Doom. You end up passing the Platinum Shrine, which I believe is an old shrine to Bahamut. Yep. You do see a guy just sitting on a wall, like a low wall separating the property. Looks like he was peeling an orange. Looks like he didn't have much of a care in the world. He does say hello to you guys as you pass.
Barnabas tip his hat to him.
Yeah, I got a token for him. Just call it Friendly Dwarf.
You're up to here with dwarves.
Can you center us, please?
Yep.
By 14. Hey. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. Top of the morning to you.
Morning.
He's just eating an orange. Looks at you, gives you guys a big smile.
Does he look like a homeless dwarf, or does he look like a well-nourished, sort of, like, vigorous dwarf?
He's got Brennos right.
He's not homeless, but he might not be afraid of how should we say, work. His clothing is more functional. It's nice, but more functional.
Oh, he's got Brennos right.
Let's see here.
He's got the Dwarven Brady thing going on.
All right, Master Dwarf. Could you direct me to this address? He shows him the sheet.
Talk. Wow. Wow.
Wow, what?
Oh, I was looking at the perceptions.
Oh.
Yeah, the eyeball. The bloody eyeball. Oh God, the eyeball. Yeah.
We'll talk.
Okay. So you were asking about his clothing and whether or not he's
Yeah, is he like physically potent looking, or is he like? Does he look like a street urchin or like a warrior or
he's a very sturdy looking middle-aged dwarf. He is carrying or wearing some nice chainmail underneath his leathers. He does have an assortment of what are likely magical items, including some rings and amulet.
Does he have a holy symbol?
He does have a holy symbol.
Is it a draconic god holy symbol?
Give me a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge arcana. Sonny is going to roll a knowledge arcana all on his own. He's going to give Barnabas a dirty look if he answers a question before he gets a chance.
No, Barnabas doesn't know. I feel like I've been monopolizing all the time, so
That's all right.
It's all good, man.
31.
He is wearing a metallic disc that is multicolored. A 31, it is the holy symbol of Io, also known as Asgaroth, who is the chief deity and primordial god of all dragonkind.
That is an interesting selection. My
He's
dwarf friend.
also wearing a circlet that marks him as a type of skald called a worm singer.
Nice choice.
And then beside his holy symbol, he has a knowledge local
Elsierville.
Elsiervale. Yep.
Okay. I can do this on my own. 27. Shut up. Shut up. I can hear you judging me.
I'm not judging.
It's a metal. It's a
27
metal.
is very good.
It's a metal that looks like it's a little bit tarnished with age, but it's called the Honorary Defender of Overlook. It's typically given to people who have done great deeds in the defense of Overlook. This address? It's about halfway between Brindol Academy and the Brindol College of Magic.
Barnabus now just notices. Sonny, do you believe in coincidence?
There's no such thing as coincidence.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, we'll talk to you again later. Or you
good.
could just follow us.
I don't need any books. That's what he says.
No, you need to meet a friend of ours.
Oh?
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't happen to be looking for a man about yay tall, kind of angry, carrying a shiny sword?
Very angry. Also likes sprites. You'd swear he was a 6-year-old human girl.
Widget's giving a look of like, are you messing with me? You're gonna get your unit chopped off if you're not careful.
Very specific, sir.
He's not too sure about the girl comment, but sure. Shiny blade. I like swords. He doesn't carry a sword. He carries a dagger. He's got some brass knuckles that are on a string at the end of one of his collars, and he has a scimitar on his back. The scimitar has got a hilt that looks like it's like a dragon head. With your 31, you know that Io's favorite weapon is the claw, and the scimitar for humanoids.
Humanoids is the claw.
Yep.
You wouldn't be. Do you want to go back to Overlook? We will be, going there shortly.
Overlook.
Defender of Overlook.
To meet a man who looks like a woman who's got a shiny sword.
No, he's got braids like a little girl, like you.
Oh, you're jesting, is what he says. I like a good jest. Sometimes a good jest, however, gets a punch in the face.
Yeah, I get those a lot.
I can see that. What sort of shiny sword are we talking about?
Oh, the platinum longsword of Brindol.
Is that what Sonny blurts out?
Yep.
Oh, the person who stole it from the hall just yonder. You mean the hall you just appeared outside of a few moments ago?
He didn't steal it. He liberated it from hostile forces.
Ah, yes.
It's giving a look of like you
don't understand. You look very angry, but it's okay because he's a dwarf of the Moradin salmon.
Sure.
But he's on loan. He's on loan. You don't understand. He's on loan.
I really don't understand, but sure, I would love to meet the dwarf that is currently wielding the platinum sword of Brindol.
Right.
He was about to say another word, but he instead changed to Brindol.
All right, well, follow us.
Well, come this way.
He like takes one more section of the orange and just sort of chucks the rest of it over his shoulder. He hops down deftly from the wall the short wall he was sitting on, and he follows you. He's like after you, and yeah, he's a dwarf. He only moves at 20, so he definitely has to huff to keep up.
Well, we've got Widget with us anyway, so.
Oh, okay. So it's leisurely walk time, is what you're saying.
No, Widget is walking while overland flighting with money pretending to walk.
Right. So up.
Sonny doesn't like the fact that he's slow. We'll hit him with an overland flight. Here we go.
All right.
No, I'm the slow one. Fuck off.
He does a
Barnabus
little-
cast overland flight on himself.
He does a little loop in the air, like it's not the first time that he's had a fly spell cast on him. He seems to be quite adept at this.
I wonder if Widget. I wonder when they meet, they're gonna hug or punch each other, then hug, or get drunk, then punch each other, then hug, or hug, then punch each other, then get drunk.
Fucking dwarves who can tell. So what's your name?
Riff.
As
Is that short for
as in
something?
riffraff?
As in the riff on a lute or riffraff, sure.
All right,
Riff the Worm Singer. Give me knowledge history.
I like magic.
Is that my cue then?
That would be your cue.
All right. If I take 10, I get a 58.
Sonny's looking at Barnabus expectantly.
What that is
What would you get if you got 10 in knowledge Elsier Vale?
Sonny's take 10 and Elsier Vale is 33.
No, I'm talking about Barnabas who can take.
Barnabas. Elsier Vale, also 58.
Okay. Riff, the Worm Singer, is the name of a hero who fought the Red Hand of Doom decades ago.
You fought the Red Hand of Doom.
Ah, a man who knows his history.
Oh, I've been accused of such, yeah.
Yeah, he was awarded this by the council at the time in Overlook for heroic deeds. You know
What a
that
genuine hero here.
you know that Riff is a worm singer and has blended scald magic with bard magic in a unique way.
Yes, he is. Wormsick. He blends the magic of the scolds and the magic of bards.
All right.
If I'm mistaken, do please correct me. I do.
Does he have it? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You've read the ancient histories of the defense of Overlook against the Red Hand of Doom? Like he's surprised that a man read something that's like a long time ago.
Yes.
For at least for a human.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
that is I.
Well,
He-
thank you for your service.
He kind of doesn't look a little bit old enough for that.
And yet,
But dwarves, middle-aged, he could be on the cusp. He's just really healthy, maybe, for a middle-aged dwarf.
do you mind if I ask how old you were when you fought in that particular war?
Oh, I barely had my beard at that time.
Ah, oh, yeah, you looked a little young, but I suppose if you're that young, it's possible.
Mark, do you want to give me a d20 roll?
Sure. Just D20?
Yep.
11? Very average.
Oh my god, that's so awful. For some reason, he's lying about his beard. Like he's being coy about the size of his beard at that time. He's also kind of just saying, don't worry about it.
Is his beard real?
You could go and check. That would be a heal check.
Not right now. I don't know.
Okay.
Eamon's not with me.
If I get it over my head.
No.
It looks
Better
real.
yet, better yet, when Eamon's with me, tug on his beard.
It looks real. He's following you guys. He kind of like as he's following,
Do you
keeping up. with-
mind? Sorry, I just had an incident. Are you familiar with doppelgangers?
Doppelgangers. I hear that having a whole bunch of trouble with them over in Fortress Top.
They are. Fortunately, it's a very simple way to determine if someone is a doppelganger, and that is a quick blood test. If the blood is black, they are a doppelganger. If it is red, well, you wouldn't mind just showing us a draw, would you? I'll give you one of mine.
He laughs at you. If you're going to take out your blade and cut me, dwarvish honor would require me to take out my blade and cut you back.
Well, I was just going to ask you to cut yourself. Just quick, Nick.
I can heal the damage if you'd like.
I mean, wouldn't you like to know that we are not doppelgangers?
I'm not.
All
He's a
right.
doppelganger. We're gonna get him. I'm sure he's not.
Well, there's something else that I'm starting to get suspicious of.
Doppelganger, huh? Why don't I find my own way to overlook? I don't like all this talk about cutting.
We
Cog drinks his mutagen.
Brennos the bearded will be ready for
All right, when he sees Cog drinking a potion, he takes a step back and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This has gotten a little ridiculous.
sense motive.
Yeah, he doesn't like the thought of cutting. Thinks you're being very rude, and he's unsure about something.
Okay.
Let's fucking do this! You're lucky Slake's not here.
Well, rest assured, Brennos will have your ass kicking waiting for you in Overlook.
I look forward to it. And then you and I can talk about politeness.
Yeah, I had that discussion before too. Never takes.
He glances at Cog. He's like, if we want to go, we can go. But he's like,
No.
5 foot stepping, flying away. Sonny, you realize you could just dismiss the spell.
But Sonny doesn't see violence happening. Like this is,
Violence. Sonny doesn't see violence happening while it's happening.
So Barnabas, with your crazy sense motive, like, can you crack? Give me a second. Riff sense motive or bluff. Oh, it's just not good enough. You just meet a dude and you call him in 30 seconds. You called him a doppelganger. He's like, no, we're not doing this. These people are erratic. It's not how you make friends.
no, it's not.
Important thing is he's on his way to Overlook.
He's got a plus 29 for his bluff, so 43 on his bluff. It's not too bad.
It's okay, you got a 43.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 1 and get a 47.
Okay. You want to roll?
Sure.
'Cause you can-
66.
There's a tiny bit of amusement about you doing this, but it's like you totally lulled him in with the interest of what you were saying, and then he doesn't want to start doing the blood thing.
Okay.
He's very touchy about sharing bodily fluids or like he's just not going to entertain it. The way he's going to get out of the situation is leave.
Fair.
I'd like to
We're not
explain
going to
some
stop
something,
him.
Perhaps.
Barnabas
That's,
does not trust. Barnabas is still scared of doppelgangers. Let's put it that way.
It's like,
There's
I'd
some
like
like 100 miles away, so yeah. There's
like to
Like,
explain
this guy
something.
looks too young.
We've run into a few doppelgangers, and they've been a problem. Hence the mistrust. And something about what you've said is all right.
yeah. Give me a diplomacy check as you're trying to smooth things over.
This is Cog.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, we are fearful.
Yep.
Humans. Elves.
Give us your blood. It's like fucking spellcasters or something like that.
Not 20, 21.
Understood. It's good to be paranoid. He doesn't think so. He thinks you're being horribly rude. You heard him mutter under his breath something in Dwarven like, there's no damn children don't like damn kids these days is kind of what he said.
I was like,
Right.
yeah, that's
Well, a middle-aged dwarf is like over 100.
Have a nice day,
Yeah.
dwarf skald,
Yep.
champion of. Bye bye. He seemed like a nice gentleman.
Brennos, if he tries to take that sword, Brennos is going to murder him.
Punch, hug, drink. Some order of the three. Some order of the three.
Let's just take that sword, in which case Brennos is going to murder him.
Fair enough. Yeah, that would be. Over under on that guy being a dragon.
No, I'm going doppelganger.
You going doppelganger? All right. Anybody got something else?
don't dwarves just live for a very long time?
Yeah.
Well, he is older than he looks.
A celestial of some sort. That's what Sonny says.
What a sharp change in celestial.
Some type of good outsider. Most of the dragons are good. It's
No,
probably why you had
mostly
it's probably
dragons.
why you irritated him so much.
Well, you know what? If he's a fucking dragon, go fuck himself. Fucking killed enough of them. Kill one more. Take his treasure.
What would you call like a
Big assholes.
no, like a real estate agent in a more primitive time?
Wouldn't it be like a barrister? But like the barrister would be the person who do the signing.
Yeah,
Sure.
Probably a
the
barrister.
paperwork.
All right, there is a gnomish woman that just seems to be bored. She's got a bundle of scrolls that are sticking out of a sack. She's twirling a thing of keys around her hand. She's sitting on the stoops of a bookshop called Bound to Please. The bookshop looks like it's boarded recently, and she doesn't notice you guys flying over. She seems to be like half asleep, waiting. There's a sign outside the bookshop that says "Sold."
So, oh fuck, I missed it.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
She says. No, sorry.
Hello, it's sorry. It seems you've sold the place already.
Oh, yes. We had a rich patron from Overlook purchase it via spells as of recently. I'm just simply here waiting for one, and she opens up a letter. One Mr. Barnabus Darby to arrive.
I know a Barnabus Darby.
He is the new owner. As I understand, this is a gift, and the taxes have already been paid.
Really? And who would have gifted such a generous parcel?
When I started asking these questions, let's just say a small pouch of very expensive coins arrived at my desk, and I stopped asking. Are you one Barnabas Darby? One of you?
Sonny was putting up his hand.
Oh, Barnabas Darby. May I see your papers?
No. I know. He points at Barnabas.
I am Barnabas Darby. Yeah.
A barrister, and what are the people that do the signing? Like when you need to get
Like a mortgage broker?
no,
Notary.
a notary.
Notary Republic.
Yeah, okay. You notice that she has notary equipment. Like she's ready to sign the documents here and now.
Okay.
There is a small processing fee, but I mean,
Yeah.
unless this was actually you pretending not to be you to buy this business, we're really none of my business. All the transactions cleared and the money is legitimate.
I agree to nothing.
Proper compensation has also been provided to the previous owner's estate. A horrible accident. Don't worry, it did not happen on the premises.
Oh, look, it said. Mind you, if there was a ghost, I'd be upset then.
Oh, no, no ghost yet.
No. All right.
She's quick. You think she wants to get this over quickly?
Any particular reason?
It's odd.
Sense. Okay.
Papers? I need to verify your papers.
He shows him his papers.
She actually cast a quick spell where she's like checking the paper, like making sure he's got the proper light. And you are Barnabus Darby here. Oh, remember the? Oh, no, that's fine. But no, this is fine. Your papers have been verified. She fucking stamps the thing. All you have to do is make your mark here. If you are a wizard, you could make your arcane mark in this box, or you could old school, a little bit of blood with your thumbprint, or just simply sign.
Barnabus put his arcane mark.
Excellent. The wizards will certainly appreciate a wizard doing business with them. I hear that there's a lot of empty spell books that are sold through here. Of course, there's hundreds of books for you to sell that come with the property.
That's wonderful. Is there a department or anything on the property?
Yes, there's an empty loft upstairs. The stairs are quite obvious. It is, as is, however, please do not come looking to me or the Prass family, as they did not have much of an estate. It is whatever. It is an as-is sale.
Oh, very well. And your name is...
She says this quietly. I am Sia the barrister, also the notary of Brindol.
Very nice to meet you.
Welcome to town, Mr. Barnabas Darby.
Apparently I am a resident of Brindol now. He's looking at Cog and Sunny like, what the fuck?
You have a friend. You have a secret admirer.
Yeah, no, it's not a good friend.
It's always good to have friends.
It depends on the friend.
Polly has popped its head out and is looking at the thing and cooing happily.
Could it possibly be she's still there or not?
The barrister gives you your copy. Do not lose this, as this is a deed that belongs. Well, you might want to get this changed. Whoever holds this deed owns the bookshop.
I will keep it. Barnabas takes it, puts it in his hat.
Yep. And she sees it disappear in the hat. She's like, "Oh, yeah, wizards. Oh, pleasant day to you.
Likewise.
Do seek me out if you're interested in any other properties, but I think you have your hands full, at least for business. Don't not passing any judgment, but she's talking nervously as she's just leaving.
Gentlemen, I apologize for the diversion, but I'm kind of got to see what's in here now.
Sonny is taking a moment to concentrate, and he's warning Brennos that a dwarf or a dragon or an angel is coming to go talk to him, and his name is Riff.
Okay.
Barnabas, it's likely that the prince might have bought this for you.
No, the prince did not buy this for me.
Oh, well, who else would have this amount of funds?
There are many beings that could have this amount of funds.
This is true.
Right? You walk in, and it is an absolute glorious mess of books and scrolls.
What the fuck? All right.
Which is
not
like
complaining so far.
My younger brother would enjoy this.
There's a little bell as you walk into your shop. There is the beautiful musty smell of books. Somebody must have been a smoker of cigars and leather from a heavily worn leather couch at the center of the mess. Ignore the computer.
Right. Ignore the kid. I was going to say, I don't have any floppy disks.
Or there's some strange device that doesn't work.
What does it say? 5.5 inch? What?
What's a floppy? Yeah, there's this beautiful spiral staircase that leads up to other bookshelves, and then above you, kind of here, there's a loft that is underneath the sky of Brindol.
This will take me a wonderful set of weeks to organize this.
Some of the books you can automatically detect are like just kind of like trash or boring or things that end up from like estate sales that just get dumped at the bookstore. There might be treasures, however, amongst the things.
Oh, the comment, "This will take me weeks to clean up," was not said with any hint of dismay. He's looking forward to cleaning this one up.
Sure. Somebody knows you well.
So, what's her/his name, Barnabas?
Oh, it's not a name you want to repeat.
So
Happily, Polly goes flying around the room.
Yes. Bravo. You know me well. Fucking bird.
Mistress never gotten me a bookstore. She brings me other presents.
It's quite impressive.
Like dead gophers and shit.
Should go with a fucking goat or something.
No.
I appreciate them all the same.
No, this is
thought that
another
counts.
conundrum I will deal with myself for a time. Until I don't get
Which is casting detect magic and having a quick poke through.
Okay.
And my fucking scrolls!
Yeah, let's see if there's anything valuable left at the scroll shop. Now, this is meant to be sold as inventory, but given that it was all free, maybe you can loot your own.
Loot my own shop.
Loot your own business.
Loot your own business, sure.
Get hire your own supply. It's actually not bad to have a scroll place because there's usually a kind of a number of scrolls that you would never use that end up.
Well, no kidding. I just keep Sonny, you can live here because you do nothing but write scrolls. You write scroll after scroll after scroll.
All right, so I'm going to do this by looking at the size of Brindol.
It'd be hilarious if some of the scrolls we're looking for were in here.
Yeah, sure.
Brindol's a small city. Okay.
Yeah.
And Donjon Donbin does SH actually has a random generator for
Small cities?
small city scroll shops. Give me a second.
Nice.
Where is that?
Come on, send me a plane shift, baby. Not a
A small city scribe shop. I mean, it's not a bad list of scrolls, but it's not exactly what you wanted. I'm going to paste this in the party treasure, just under a heading called Barnabas's Scroll Shop.
Sure.
Or the Bound to Please is the name. Now, you, of course, could change the name of your business, but...
The Hell Hath No Fury Scroll Shop.
It's just called Don't Come In Unless You Have Money.
All right.
It's called Not a Library.
You do find 10 empty spell books.
Okay.
I'm writing this down. 500 gold pieces of magic ink. You find masterwork binding tools +2 and masterwork writing tools. Tools +2.
Half-eaten bagel.
What's that?
A half-eaten bagel.
Half-eaten bagel.
A half-eaten bagel, sure. And then you find the scrolls of Deep Slumber, Heroism, Slow, Remove Curse, Gaseous Form, Cure Critical Wounds, Dimension Door, Lesser Globe of Invulnerability, Hypnotic Pattern, Identify Ventriloquism, Disguise Self, Magic Aura, Dark Vision, Protection from Arrows, Phantom Steed, Dimension Door, Cloud Kill, Waves of Fatigue, See Invisibility, Tongues, Cold, Cone of Cold, Teleport, Monster Summoning 6, Mage's Sword, and summon monster 1. Just a bunch of bundles of scrolls.
Okay. I might come back for some of those after I get my stuff made.
There is a set of magic keys to an arcane locked door, which is the entrance to your place, with a good lock. And the arcane locked door is caster level 12.
Okay.
And then what else? I'm going to say that there's 1d6 minus 1 minor magic items that are in the place as well.
1d6 minus 1?
Yep.
0.
Okay. Somebody,
It's been punked.
it's already been.
Get the barrister.
Hey, what the fuck? That's just from cursory checks while in the place. And then Widget's the one that was looking with the detect magic. Give me a perception check, Widget.
Okay. Well, what do we got in here? Don't worry about my profane bonus to perception. It's got nothing to do with you. 23. Screw that. 25.
There was a minor magical hamster rodent cage. You think the cage might help keep a rodent alive when you're not there?
Oh, okay.
It's got like a little wheel in it and a thing that produces a tiny amount of water and a food dispenser, and you could maybe it changes the poop.
It's probably like the ring of sustenance, but for a cage and a rodent.
For a caged hamster or rat, likely a previous owner's familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
The inventory of books. Now you'd have to catalog it, and apparently there weren't great records kept.
Okay. Barnabus is. I'm actually going to put that on the timesheet for stuff he's doing near the end.
Yep. Otherwise, it's a beautiful building, and you don't see anything wrong with it, aside from they clearly ran out of bookshelf space and just started piling things on the floor.
Okay. Organize shop.
With your 25 widget, there was some signs that maybe somebody did come in here and try to pop the lock on a desk, as some of the paperwork in the desk is all gone. Like the desk is suspiciously empty.
You got somebody looted the place. Just sort of came in and just whooped up everything.
Well, can't get too angry because someone got ambitious.
Yeah, of course not.
Polly seems very pleased.
I'll deal with you later.
Yeah, exactly. We will have discussions about what just happened.
Polly says in familiar speak,
In a week I can cast another one. We can find out more then.
Will be in familiar speak. There will be no more casting communion spells without me being present.
Is that a rule?
That's a rule, yeah.
Starting now?
I could make you deaf and blind.
Start it now! Start it now!
all right, you establish a rule that Polly is not allowed to cast communion without you present. Is that what the rule was?
Yep.
Okay.
Cast it when you're sleeping.
right. There might be future adjustments to the rule. Polly's still happy and is mildly disappointed, but a wave of pride passes over Polly that washes away that emotion.
All right.
It feels really weird. The original Polly had much more base emotions. There's a bunch of like conniving with this creature.
Yeah.
Much more advanced emotions. All right, scrolls. What scrolls are you looking for? This is just in general, like all the markets that you're trying to.
Barnabas,
find.
I think he just needs a polymorph scroll.
Level 5.
Widget actually doesn't need the scroll because he can get it from Thogrim if Thogrim allows him to take plane shift of his book.
Yeah, Thogrim's got no problem with
Sharing spells. So.
with sharing spells. Some spells.
Yeah.
Okay, over that 5-day period using Brindol and 38, yeah, you're able to purchase a polymorph scroll.
Cool.
What else are you looking for?
I think that's all Barnabas needs.
Then there's this non-standard spell that you're trying to shop for Thogrim, right? Called Teleport.
No. Oh, sorry.
We need that for Thogrim.
For Thogrim, yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking for Teleport Trap.
Ozzy, why do you need the teleport trap?
Okay, unfortunately, Brindle only goes up to 6th. You have to go back to Overlook for the Teleport Trap. It's a non-standard spell. And in that block, there is a 50% chance you can find the spell.
Ahmed, it's your scroll. You give us the roll. Roll under a 50. Lay 100. 100. It ain't there.
It ain't there. Okay, so you have 5 days to look for it. So you could try again in Foundry.
Okay.
Foundry has probably equivalent market to Overlook. You do see Foundry as a mess, however, when you guys do a quick teleport back there.
Okay.
My, I didn't remember it being like this when I was here last.
Wreckage, sunk ships still in the harbor.
It seems a lot more exploded than the last time I was here.
The city will recover, but it's definitely like signs of an epic battle and no signs of this giant flagship anywhere. People seem on edge, and you're able to visit markets. Barnabas, you could also visit your followers at the tower if you wanted.
Sure. Just check on the tower.
They are still there, and the other party hasn't invaded Foundry yet. So
You want to take a couple of them to start dusting off the, get that business up and running again?
Well, I need someone to run the place. That'll be I had my
it's days before you go and rescue Zogel.
so
I think for a while we actually we did investigation, sorted treasures. So we enter our downtime. So there was a period of time where we were still operating out of the Triforts.
okay.
Before the cohorts got safely tucked away when the masters weren't around. So they haven't quite.
The last thing was that, yeah.
So Barnabas, with the new rules for followers, effectively you have a unit of bard swashbucklers or bard warriors or whatever. We haven't defined what they do, but you could definitely do you want warriors, arcane casters, or some sort of expert?
Some sort of expert.
Okay. Are they basically your scholars and eggheads?
I would prefer them to be more of a information network.
So bards,
I guess we go with bards.
because you're a bard, right?
Yeah, he is a bard.
Okay.
With one or two people to help run my fucking shop.
Yeah, definitely a troop of 30 bards can run your shop and then some.
Yeah. Okay.
So are you giving them orders to
Relocate to Brindol.
relocate to Brindol? Okay, it might take them some time to travel there, but
Well, actually, it's most of you relocate to Brindle. A few of you have to keep this place up and running because he's not giving it up just because.
yeah, until Chagga comes and kicks out your last few remaining.
The last few guys, and then I show up later on. Who the fuck are you? Oh. Why is there a piece of shit in my tower, and why is it talking to me? No, I don't want to hug and be your friend.
Yeah, there might be a bit of a conversation around that. Sure. So you've shopped for scrolls. You've acquired some property via suspicious means in Brindle, and you ended up finding. Did we roll for the teleport trap? In Foundry, another D100 roll.
Ahmed?
Yep. You find a scroll of the 7th circle spell teleport trap that a wizard who is trying to sell his items because things have gotten too bad in the in Foundry. Enough is enough, and he's returning to the capital. Like he's packing up business to return to the capital.
Well, thank you for your business, sir. Good luck with your relocation.
Okay, you guys subtract money for your scrolls.
Assuming
Yeah.
that's okay, cool.
Yep, and then you've subtracted money to add them to your spellbooks, right?
I have got my running, what I've put in my spellbook tally going. Yep.
Okay. First week of selling done. Second week of selling, it looks like Agony's selling, Slake is guarding, which is kind of like providing security is sort of his contribution. Thogrim and his simulacra are rune deconstructing this week.
Hi ho, hi ho.
Yeah, Sunny scribed a plane shift. I guess it's already happened.
Yeah, we actually ended up not needing it. Or unless somebody wanted a plane shift scroll.
Barnabus is writing a claim for the mine, so
Yes.
is this another forgery?
No, he is using his newly acquired skill of profession lawyer.
Yep.
So he will write the claim like that. Like in addition to like making sure that their names of Oletha and her husband and are under Anvil Brow and not Brickhammer, and that those appropriate changes are made, like crossing the T's, dotting the I's, that sort of thing.
Okay. Slake is primary and his sister as secondary, basically?
As secondary, and he's also going to send her. He might just teleport them to her. If he, teleport there, because he doesn't think Slake's going to want to run things, so he's going to do like a sort of a put her as in charge of giving her say in business for the clan.
Got it.
A document for that.
Yeah, so you know that the document's much stronger because there's more than one kin.
Yeah.
Arguably, a dwarf might not even be able to call himself part of a clan if there's just one of them. But the fact that there are more and you're providing some evidence to their relationships, over the 5 days, I just pushed one of your selling weeks down lower. You are able to write this document. You can give me a... you have an idea. Let's go to the half-axe inn, make sure that you guys are there. Yep. So back in when you fought the black dragons at the Bullywug Castle in the swamp, there was a beautiful dragon bone desk that you wanted to move to one of your places.
That's going
There's enough time that this group of 4 people could have jaunted there, picked up a desk, and jaunted away.
It's funny you say that. I put that. I just put it under my things in my home. Yes.
Okay, and what location is it at? The Half-Axe Inn, or is it at the fucking book?
That'll be at Brindol. I think if he's doing any like lengthy kind of paperwork kind of things, he's going to want a quiet place to do it, and that'll be at
the teleporters over that 5-day period and throughout the next week start to become familiar with the bookshop. We need Barnabus. Oh, he's at his bookshop, and anyone who can teleport eventually teleports to Brindol to go and see Barnabus squatting amongst piles of books doing stuff. You don't have enough bandwidth right now to open the business, so you've left the closed sign on, but you do have occasionally some curious people come up to the window, which you now realize has a minor trap on it. It zaps anyone that touches the window.
That's staying.
I'm talking about like a D3 jolt once per round kind of thing.
It's staying.
It does mean that you need someone to clean the windows often, but after enough jolts, you realize that the jolted bugs kind of turn into dust and eventually fall off. So it's kind of self-cleaning.
Prestidigitate.
Sure, that's a good way. So your bookshop isn't open, but you plan on doing a full detailed inventory anyways.
Yeah.
He
wants to...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. He's got a +4 from the desk, and he wants to also make sure that it gets done well, so he's going to spend a mythic point on the linguistics check that he uses for his profession lawyer.
Okay.
So 77, that's a lot of T's and I's.
All right, so you've got a lot of books. You did have to visit a few places in Overlook to look up some laws.
Yep.
And you have a package that has now copies that you need to submit with the government, basically.
Yep. And
take
care of that stuff.
You actually submit it?
Yep.
Okay, write and submit.
Like he wants this to be legal. Like no one's gonna.
You're pretty sure this may take some time, especially with dwarves, but you've made a compelling case. In addition to the document that has Lord Dverak and his cronies pull out of ownership of the mine.
Yeah. And as he's doing this, he's also trying to establish a rapport with...
pull out of Slake's ownership. You're not fucking around with...
No.
Right.
If he played nice, so he gets to keep his shit.
Okay.
That's...
The next week is...
I'm not destroying your life. I'm giving you a second chance.
The next week, you guys are mostly out of Overlook with Barnabas at his bookshop. It looks like everyone is selling. Thogrim's continuing with rune deconstruction, and his simulacra are actually starting to etch runes on Howie, who's thrilled and gets sort of like a weird kick out of having being scratched with more power. Sunny, what are you doing during the cell week? Describe what you're doing just at a random point in the day.
A random point in the day during the cell week?
Yep.
Probably a random thing.
He's doing a random thing. Sunny is currently explaining the magical properties of an odd item in a shop where he's in the wrong shop trying to sell the thing.
Okay.
He's found himself into he's trying to sell magic cloaks and he's at the cobbler's kind of thing.
All right, who is with Sunny? Barnabas is not with Sunny, and Thogrim is busy.
So Amadeus.
Sure.
Amadeus is the muscle, or Cog and Amadeus?
Sure.
Okay. So Amadeus just happens to be in town. He was helping move some treasure around. Sonny walked into a shop. You weren't really paying attention to which shop he was, and then Cog was standing outside with you. Okay. While you're in this shop, Sonny, you sense it before the tremors actually hit.
So yes, Sonny always acts in the surprise round.
Yes. No! A major volcanic event.
Oh no!
On Volcanica? Who could have thought?
Can I counter spell an earthquake with an earthquake?
Yes.
I will save the town by countering the earthquake. I'll make my own earthquake to counter the earthquake.
Okay, so Sonny is like, oh no! He goes to all fours and starts casting a spell. It looks like he's acting like a dog. And both Cog and what were Amadeus and Cog talking about while you were waiting for Sonny to finish his business?
This is really boring.
You're telling me I never sleep.
I mean, why can't we just sell it all at once? I don't understand.
Something about them being too cheap, too poor.
Oh, crap. I think he's trying to talk to a bug now. What's he doing?
All right, Sonny's like, oh! And there's like this ever so faint tremor. There's still a tremor in the town. You notice that a couple of like expensive-looking plates in the store actually fell off their perch when they're being displayed. There's a panicked guy who's trying to like put his arms around a glass case. There's this one vase in the going, whoa, 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 like he's like barking a fucking spell into the ground that seems to pulse out and make the tremor stop. But Sonny's spell is too small to make the tremor stop in the entire city. And you actually see a few trees shaking and a couple of buildings shaking, birds flying up everywhere. As the tremor is happening, it seems to come over the city like a wave, and it's not over in a second. It's like 6 seconds. Sonny, you know it was the big one. Volcanic is. There was a lot of pressure, and it shouldn't have. Something.
You will buy the cloak. I need to go now.
You take the coins. They're not even watching. You take the 1,000 gold coins. I'm going now. They don't notice this as they're trying to deal with. Oh, now there's all sorts of barking of dogs and yelling. Like a hush went over the city when the rumbling happened. Sonny, you feel that the wave is going away, but it's still traveling.
Okay.
The wave came from the west and is traveling east.
All right. Okay, I spend a mythic point to cast Tectonic Communion to ask nature where the center of where is the center.
Talk about a spell I've never heard of.
I am the druid of Volcanica, motherfucker. It's like 1 hour casting time. I cast it as a standard action.
What's the radius of your epically cast Tectonic Communion?
100 miles per caster level, so anything within 1,600 miles.
Okay, I'm going to open up the Volcanica map. Can you figure out how many 60-mile hexes that is?
Sure. $26 and a half hexes.
Okay, so Sonny, so you guys have sent the Sky Castle north somewhere.
Yep.
The Steelrose Expeditionary League is basically an overlook, which is here, and you know that it came from the west. So 26 hexes. You're gonna multiply by 5 for me.
Okay. It's 135.
So your tectonic reinforce and center. So here is overlook,
Yep.
and your tectonic
Communion.
communion
goes
goes
that far.
to here,
Yep.
and you're getting from the communion that directionally it is coming from that direction on the planet. It's actually not the same tectonic plate as the one you're on. But it's touching it. It's saying something like, you can ask it questions, right?
Yeah, it's like a commune with nature.
All right. Is there a limited number of questions, or?
So for every 2 casters levels above, okay, so functions as a commune with nature with even greater range in an outdoor or natural underground setting. Has a big ass radius.
3 facts. Okay, so you know that it came from that direction.
Okay.
You know that it came from the edge of the northern tectonic plate where it meets the southern tectonic plate.
Okay.
That's actually a confluence of 3 plates is where it met.
Okay.
So that direction, and you know the third one that it was too soon.
Okay. And then I get one extra one from having a
Oh,
caster.
too soon, and it was the biggest volcano on Volcanica. The Mount Everest of volcanoes has just erupted. Do you have knowledge geography?
I think I do. I think I've got a circlet for this. Yes, I do. I will roll. God damn it. 28?
The other side of the planet, where in the middle of a giant range is Imulga Mons, the super volcano, is having a bad time. There's Imulga Mons right here.
Yeah.
Sunny, give me another knowledge nature. Because of all the information you have, and you're connected to, you've made 2 rolls leading up to this, plus cast a spell, plus you are the Druid of Volcanica. I'm going to give you a plus 10.
55, natural 20.
You know that Volcanica is in for, and it does go through this cycle every once in a while. I mean, tectonically once in a while. That you're looking for, depending on how bad the eruption was or is continuing to be.
Like a long winter.
That you are looking at a volcanic winter for at least the next year.
Oh shit!
So you interrupted me. I was about to say, "Oh, there's not going to be a good harvest this year." Was what I was about to say.
For the non-native species of plants, animals, and people, they're going to have a very rough time because they have learned, they have forced different plants to grow here. You know that there are some volcanic crops that are here that the humans, at least on the markets that you've seen, haven't been growing them.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of plants.
And this Imulga Mons erupting early is greatly suspicious.
Okay. So you know where I said commune with nature on the downtime sheet? It's where I think I said like commune with Volcanica. It's not just randomly. It's going to be about...
Sonny?
Yep.
10,000 at least, maybe more, souls have just left Volcanica in a single instant.
Oh shit!
Was there any cities near Imulga Mons? Like
Cities?
Towns of 10,000.
You know that, give me another knowledge geography. Geography is like widespread peoples and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh, no, that number has risen to 50,000.
Okay. Yeah.
Did the sacrifice happen before the fire erupted or after?
No, Sonny's now just kind of like...
It's like...
Souls take time to leave the body and actually traverse, but you're like, many have died in the forest. Sonny is of Volcanica, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking native creatures of Volcanica have died in this event and are currently dying in this event.
So Yoda's having his Order 66 moment.
Yeah.
Or Ben Kenobi senses the destruction of Alderaan or something like that.
I'm just checking to see.
Sonny, what's the problem?
Sonny's on the ground going...
Everyone is dying!
Yes, you're all going to die. You're very weak creatures.
You don't understand. You are not from here. Everyone is dying.
It's conks around. Talking about grass. Everyone seems fine. What are you referring to?
Your people are all going to starve. You're doomed.
Okay, the old man's been out for too long.
Sonny, I think you need to rest.
Yeah, that's enough selling for...
You can't tell me when to rest. It has gone off the volcano. You are all going to starve. He's like yelling to the street.
Okay. Come on.
People are like recovering from the minor tremor, wondering what the fuck happened.
Volcanica is going to show you what you really should be. You are visitors here. You need to treat her with respect.
The death toll is 100,000. What was your knowledge geography for what people live in the vicinity of Imulga Mons?
I started channeling crazy person. Give me a second.
I was about to say, Amadeus is like, Sonny, I'm a walking freak show and you're embarrassing.
30.
The kobolds? There was an entire nation of bolds that lived in the vicinity of Imulga Mons. You know that they were also slavers who enslaved anyone they get their hands on to work the very fertile fields around Imulga Mons. The last time that Imulga Mons erupted was about 1,000 years ago.
Your end is nigh. End is nigh.
Okay.
I need a wizard.
Sonny,
He doesn't have greater teleport. I need a better wizard.
Well, we have Barnabus and Thogrim.
Do you remember that tremors that was sensed at the Trifort areas? This is that same event. Just everyone doesn't know. They're too far away and not enough time has passed to kind of go, hey, how come winter's not ending?
Yep. Okay, Sonny continues to have a freak out in the streets. His day of shopping might be done.
No, it's done, yeah, but I think... Amadeus said, enough of this. Come on, let's go. You can yell at the walls at home.
You're scaring the children.
So Sonny is... Where is Barnabus right now?
Barnabas is in his little bookshop. He's probably going, oh, that was a trimmer.
Barnabus is getting teleported to Sonny. Because once per day, I could standard action cast a spell on anybody within my telepathic bond. So I'm going to take Barnabas and bring him to Sonny.
Okay.
Okay, Barnabus will not resist.
Everyone is going to
But he
die.
arrives and goes, "This better be fucking good."
All right, well, you're just in the middle of some very like panicked people street kind of thing in Overlook. You're with Cog and Amadeus and raving. So his hair is all over the place. His kooky look at his eye, and Amadeus has him in an armbar going, "Calm down."
What is the problem?
Your people are going to starve. The Volcanica has had enough and someone has molested her. It is too soon for this.
Well,
We must go to the volcano. Although, we must be careful not to breathe the fumes.
Sonny? The fuck are you talking about?
Amalgamon! We must go to Amalgamon. Someone has molested her. You can take me to Amalgamon.
What makes you think I could take you to Amalgamon? That's way the fuck on the other side of the planet.
Do you not have the ability to teleport great distances?
No!
Okay. You don't have teleport greater or the ability to
I
cast
only
it?
have 6-level spells.
Okay, so Sonny chose incorrectly. He just assumed that you would be better than him. He's having a freak about Amalgamon and the many thousands of kobolds who have died. So many died. So many deaths.
This is me, playing the violin for all the dead fucking kobolds. Smallest violin ever.
You know, when you can't get your brandy, you'll know. The crops won't grow. Starvation will come. You'll know. Wagging his finger, the other arm being twisted.
Amadeus just grabs that hand too. He's holding on to both of your wrists
Calm
with
down.
one hand.
Calm down. No one hurt you.
That's already been done. He's weeping.
I think he just needs a nap. Let's put him to sleep.
Okay, you find a good place for him to go to sleep. Sonny's freaking the hell out. There was a tremor. Did everyone feel that? Should we be worried? You notice Brennos and Agony have their weapons out when you guys come back in.
Okay, the second you, if you let him, or he attempts to cast a spell as a mythic point, he's trying to cast a Mage's Decree. I don't know if you're going to let him get it off.
Sonny? No, I don't think we're going to stop him. He's not...
Okay, Sunny is telling all creatures within a 16-mile radius that the end is nigh, that Volcanica is angry, and you're all going to starve.
Put him to sleep!
Mage's Decree is awesome. Just all smart people.
In 3 or higher.
Give me a diplomacy check or an intimidate check. You actually had a suggestion in there. You should all what? You should all.
You need to respect Volcanica. Like you cannot disrespect her this way. And there was a warning about food in there. Okay, Sonny is going to make his diplomacy check. I will roll a mythic point 34.
Okay, you'll notice when you get to the markets that food hoarding has started to happen, and that the costs are artificially, at least for now, going to start to spike, perhaps for a little point of time in Overlook, as well as the surrounding feeding farms in Overlook.
Additionally, the people who are at the inn get this. They've got it scores. It's like yelled in your head. Some stupid nonsense.
Mistress seems concerned and goes and finds a loaf of bread and brings it to you.
Oh, Barnabus.
Is Sunny broken now?
He needs a nap.
That's to everyone in how
16
miles.
Faster, 16 miles. 16-mile radius.
Everyone in Overlook and all the surrounding little villages got this message. Anyone within the score of 3 or higher.
All right.
So when the earthquake was coming, in my head it was either I could tell everybody to get down, or I could try to cancel the earthquake. It was a big earthquake.
So you're telling me that the super volcano Volcanica has erupted? Is that what you're
It's
saying?
early. It wasn't supposed to go yet. Someone is tinkering. We need to stop the person tinkering.
All right.
They're going to screw it all up, all the cycles. And when you screw with the cycles, there's only pain that comes.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to be here, so you're the ones who are going to know pain.
Who's talking, you fucking clown?
I am the Druid of Volcanica. Of course I'm from here.
Yeah, of course.
I was born of the apple trees.
Barnabas is going to send a sending using a mythic point
Yep.
to Imperial Administrator Giselle Brist, who he has met.
Yep.
Indicating that what's Mount Imulga? Mount what?
Imulga Mons.
Mount Imulga Mons has erupted. Volcanic winter expected. Need food from Pastoria. Starvation will occur.
Okay, she does respond with a thank you for this quick information. I assume that was the tremor. I'm also receiving strange reports from great sadness amongst kobolds.
Hundreds of thousands died.
They are saying that Kurtalmak died.
Shit, son.
Oh, wait, who?
They're gone.
Ooh, should have gotten fire resistance.
Barnabas's eyes look wide in genuine surprise.
I told you. The end is nigh.
Let's continue this cooperation, she says.
Okay. Well, he can't respond, but
Yeah,
If you need my assistance, I can put down the books for a while. Sounds dangerous.
I think I know why the volcano erupted.
I need it. I need it. I need it. Let me go. Let me go, you heathen.
I think I know why it exploded.
why? Says Agony.
Evidently, according to reports, Kurtalmak is slain,
What?
dead.
Sonny's trying to shake off Amadeus.
After it becomes sad, he just lets you go.
Okay, Sonny's is like setting up the Farseer of Rest.
Okay. I think that's under your. No, where is it?
It's from Thogrim. Thogrim was like, I'll provide it for you in a second.
Oh, he's taking it. He's going through. If you're not pulling it out, he's going through your shit. He's knocking over your workbenches and shit.
It's in my bag. It's in the bag.
Mr. is happy you're pulling it out because Sonny always feels good when he looks through it, and Mr. likes her master feeling good.
To get my fix.
It means I can scry on places.
Yep.
So we're going to scry upon the mountain. So we're going to use we're going to cast greater scrying as a standard action, and we're going to scry upon Mount Imulga Mons.
It's Big Bird. Hi there, Sonny.
And I'm going to put 5 uses of Farseer first.
Nice.
And there might be more if this is like just surveying.
At first, you don't understand what you're looking at. It's just ash and smoke and noise. The eruption's still going on.
I told you, it has exploded. Her precious juices are leaking.
Did I not save the... Saved it.
How large is this? How large is the volcano?
Bigger than you could possibly imagine.
It's
And
large
how do
as
we
well.
locate the creature that's doing this? Or the one that's slain the god?
Oh, we don't even know what they slayed him. It probably didn't even slay him on this plane. It's just a reaction.
Right, so Sonny, I don't see the benefit of what you're doing. It's you're not going to see anything.
He's getting his fix.
I need to know. I need to see what they've done to her.
Why don't you just get wizards to teleport you?
Because our sorcerer's not very good at sorcery.
I'm a fucking geographer!
Okay, so you know Imulga Mons should have volcanic rock. It's a massive mountain range, and there were beautiful, like, green hills around it where the farms and
Yep.
you know it should have just been like an absolute majestic paradise. What Sonny sees after a while is this.
Oh shit, son.
It's a hellscape.
It,
It's too early for the hellscape.
and it's still going. It's shooting meteors like out of the top of it. There's pyroclastic flows, like horrible racks
Run.
of cataclysm. There's even no sign of the people that lived along the
Run. You
mountain.
need to get underground. Go.
Horrible belching fumes and a bubbling landscape for miles around. So this is basically a Mount Everest-sized thing.
Yeah.
Sonny, now you're like, it's still going. You think within a few months, it will start to blot out light in the sky, and for maybe up to a year, you're going to have no starlight.
Okay, now. Okay, Sonny's going to stare at it for, I think it's 1 hour per caster level.
Okay, you have to peel him away from staring at the cataclysms.
Stop it! You're gonna go blind.
It's the 1 hour per level, so he's trying to watch for 16 hours.
There's just nothing comprehensible or nothing living that is moving there.
Okay, he's trying to come up with
There are deaths that are happening, but at the fringes where the cataclysm is
Yeah.
kind of rolling and catching up, and the numbers, Sonny's not counting anymore.
so many dead.
Yeah. Rule of thumb: don't build a civilization around, like, effectively volcanoes.
Well, it's also like so in Western Canada, the farmland. There's these floodplains, which leave really good farmland, and then my shocked Pikachu face. When every 50 years you get everything wiped out by a giant freaking flood. Oh, what do you mean? Everything goes underwater every 50 years. Yeah.
Shit, we're a fucker.
Okay, so how many hours go by?
16.
How many hours are you letting Sonny stare at this destruction?
Like after
10 minutes.
6, it's like, okay, it's enough.
10
It's
minutes,
not going to
man.
get any better. Just get off.
It's still going.
Yeah, we know. It's going to keep going. It's what volcanoes do.
Sonny, magic can solve things.
Magic can solve things.
How can you deal with it with magic so that you stop it from doing what it's supposed to do?
Yeah, you should come
Think.
up with a plan, Druid of Volcanic.
Think. Shunning. What's going to cause the light from being blocked out? What can you do with your magic to stop that? Think.
Well, we need
Magic, son! Think! Think!
You're going to make me disrupt my concentration.
Mister starts pulling at your hair if you're slapping Sunny, and then a bunch of the Thogrims are trying to pull Mister off. It's like chaos. Stop! Says you should stop this. Says Howie as he's aiming his barrel.
Sunny,
What do you call it when a gun is pointed? You're being trained or tagged or
Painted.
painted. Okay, yeah, he's painting, like rolling around and painting you guys.
Perhaps what you ought to do, Sonny, is you come up with a plan, but to distract you from the horrors you have seen. In the coming days, you should continue to help us sell.
Okay, you can hear crying from the other room as Sunny definitely scared Theron and Dwaki.
Oh, look, you scared the children.
Okay.
You scared the children.
Sonny will stop looking at the thing.
Okay.
Cog will go and try to entertain them. Look at my hand.
Yeah, you convince them to go run upstairs.
Yeah.
What to do with the children?
And does that boy not have a mum? Like, I know one's a dragon.
His mom's doing just fine.
Well, obviously, you're doing all the
So
after her.
what sort of demon inside the mountain do we have to slay? There's got to be some sort of spirit in there that's all pissed off. We slay its thirst or we kill it.
Sonny.
It's
The damage is kind of done at this point.
it's done. Like, Kurtalmak died, caused the volcano to explode.
The fact that
Kobolds died.
Brennos, the fact that none of the dwarven deities warned you
They didn't give a shit.
They didn't
or
know.
just weren't involved.
Yep. Here's what I can tell you. Wasn't a dwarf, wasn't a dragon.
Yeah, could have been lots of things. Kobolds ain't popular, neither was Kurtalmak.
If I had to put my money on something, it's that fucking Asmodeus. He's thumping on the table and then doing a couple of little hand gestures.
Agony just nods at that. He likes that idea. Barnabas, you're like, the Asmodean Great Temple, there's a city, I have to go back to the Volcanica map, is pretty close to Imulga Mons. They're going to have a hard time too. Likely not part of the blast, but they're relatively close to where the volcano is. They're at least in the same side of the continent.
Yeah, it's unlikely it was the Asmodeans. They're close enough. It's going to cause them a great deal of problems. Plus, their power here is based on the fact that they control most of the kobolds. Get rid of the kobolds, you take away their leverage.
Widget is starting to pour out a shot for everybody.
Yep.
How about we drink to the end of days?
Yeah, all right.
Bam.
You,
Eamon comes over for that drink.
you from another world, right?
Thogrims, come on.
Oh,
You're all getting some.
it's Widget from behind the bar. I just think it's cute that you're all worried about a volcano and some cold weather. This shit's easy street.
Oh no, it's the starvation and riots that come with it. Oh, don't get me wrong, we'll be fine.
Well, try an army of shadows. Just wiping across the land.
Yeah, we'll stick it out here. Good luck with that.
Okay.
That legitimately sounds worse.
Okay, Sonny will drink, and he's gonna try to. He's basically, at this point, you can basically say his mythic power is tapped from now till whatever, with him casting spells inquisitive upon this topic to whatever level of fruition it comes.
Sure. Is there any other different spell than talking to the tectonic plate?
Sonny has.
Barnabus might cast.
He's got scrying. He can attempt to like control weather, right? But that's like there's a big area that would need to be done for that. He's got the ability to like improve harvests, which might be able to help just kind of in general.
Well, yeah, you guys are in the middle of autumn, so there's the autumn like the last harvest of the year is going on or about to go on. So Sonny could just wander
Make
around,
it last!
wander around Elseer Vale, particularly Overlook and Brindol, and make the harvests better.
Yep. The other thing would be to like, if you go west, it's try to like control the flow of like the in fact, wait a second, I've got vortex. Oh my goodness.
So
all these spells that we've never seen before. I talked to the tectonic plates is so
there's
awesome.
an interesting one would be Oasis. You cast like 20 Oasis around there.
So I think vortex is a good one. That could potentially like try to reduce the amount of like ash, or at least could like control the ash somewhat. Let me just check Path of Winds. I think that's not quite big enough.
So the best thing you could probably do is control weather with lots of rain around the area of the volcano continuously, so that area will knock it out of the sky. I mean, the area on the volcano will suck, but the world won't die.
Or you protect the farms around Overlook.
Yeah.
Bottleneck it around the
Overlook itself doesn't have as many farms as the valley of Elseer Vale itself. So along the river, closer to Denevar, is basically where the main breadbasket of Elseer Vale is.
You just take your clerics over there and cast.
I think it's to like he becomes the druid of maximized harvests for now. Like he is the Doomsayer druid who's making like getting food together.
Yeah,
because he doesn't like people dying in general. Like he doesn't like.
So you're trying to make the autumn harvest a good one, so that they have food stores to survive a longer winter.
Meanwhile, going around and like mages decreeing that they need to store their food and like.
So you're gonna be doing. Lemmy did this for Ragnarok. Is lots of plant growth, because that lasts for like miles.
Plant growth. The thing is, it's already. Let me just check plant growth.
Right, you can do two things: make it grow
normal.
but as fast or something. I can't remember.
Okay, so enrichment increases the productivity over the next year to 1/3 above normal. That's not the right one because it's already produced, right? Overgrowth just makes it thick. So I think
I'd rule that if you spent, basically you could make that last harvest 1/3 more productive.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Sonny can do that. And if we're talking about like going nuts here, Sonny has the ability to plant growth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 while still being relatively safe.
Recuperation.
70 exactly. 1 second.
Times how many points do you have?
17 being relatively safe. 153 times per day.
That was you're doing the Lemmy thing. You're doing the Lemmy thing.
Mage's Decree can be used without spending any mythic points. We can do 5 Mage's Decrees, again, while keeping all of our 7ths and all of our cleric spells.
Yep. Do you have a wind walk to actually get to the...
Yeah. I haven't used those circles. Right, that's using only the circles below, like 3rd, 4th, and 5th being used for that.
All right. So I'm going to change what Sonny is doing during downtime. Then He's not going to sell, which means that we need other people to pick up that slack. And
Nope.
Sunny is basically agriculture.
And doomsaying or proselytizing or whatever.
Doomsaying. Okay, and you're going to continue that for autumn until basically there's no
harvesting left.
What spell level is this?
Telling people who need to be chipmunks and store their food and not be gluttonous and learn to adapt to that of Volcanica.
All right, Agony can pick up 3 of your cell weeks.
Let's see what else.
What spell level is plant growth? I think it's like 2. Third. So we need a 6th level druid. Give me tissue of a 6th level druid. Send you a whole bunch of simulacra.
Widget's the next person that would need to help fill in.
Widget totally can. He's got extra.
Yep. Which delays his crafting a little bit.
Amadeus can help with that too.
Yeah. I'm looking at the people that don't have full.
Their barriers aren't full.
Yeah.
I think the face punch was just put in for Amadeus because that was just the assumption.
This one I think is out of order right now. It used to be down here. I think this was here.
I think that's probably last, yeah.
And it was like that.
Sure.
I don't necessarily know what that is. I'm just wondering if that moves.
Yeah, I might have put it out. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
It might have accidentally got sorted, so we're just going to drop that back behind the line.
Okay, that was the excitement, and there doesn't appear to be anything to do. One of the consequences of this is, unless there's any other spell aside from talking to Tectonics, and are you trying to figure out more, Sonny, or are you?
So, well, he does want to know more, but it's like in terms of the Tectonic Communion is the best spell for learning more.
Yep.
He's got some spells that would help with preventing ash and stuff. And then there's I can commune with nature, which is kind of what the Tectonic thing is doing. I could also try to commune with the weave.
Barnabus is going to ask...
commune with my divine god.
The god,
right?
yeah.
Add in the weave. I can actually, which is talking to Mistra.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sonny settles down as he's like, I got a plan. I need a map of all the farmlands. I'm a druid. I know where all the farmlands are.
I already know where they are.
I'm going to spend time down the river, and he spells out this plan where he's going to cast something like 150 plant growths per day and make the autumn harvest a good one. When you're doing your mage decrees, are you actually saying who you are?
Yes.
The Druid of Volcanica.
The Druid of Volcanica.
Okay, all right.
I don't use the word study. But
Adam,
the Druid of Volcanica is telling you what's what.
Adam, Marty, I would argue that Adam can get more effective results by casting and mixing in Oasis spells. Because
Does he know Oasis?
No.
I would say spend time to find a scroll, learn it, and if you increase the amount of water, because water is the main thing that's going to help farmers, I would say you can get maybe half harvest. That's a suggestion.
This might be a good spell if the damage done to Volcanica actually changes rain patterns.
The problem with this is the spring discharges 5 gallons of pure drinking water per caster level per hour.
Yes, you could build new farms with this.
But that's nothing. When it comes to irrigation.
You're talking about 150 spells, right? Spend 20 or so.
If he had it, this would be a minor assistance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Sunny has made a plan, and now there's talk of casting commune spells. Does the party want to make a list of questions and try to figure out what the hell's gone on?
With who killed Kurtalmak?
That's a pretty strong one. So commune. yes, no questions, 1 brown, 1 per level. Let's get the list going. Sunny, already got my first block. Of
Yeah, let's do this list of questions, and we're going to say that the gods are only going to provide answers to 1 go of this.
Yes, no.
For Sunny, anyways, like you could ask other gods other questions, but as a party, what is your god, Sunny? It's Volcanica?
No, the
Pattern in the weave.
Pattern in the Weave is my deity.
Okay.
And I am
The domains are rune, magic, artifice, knowledge.